Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much to all of you who have liked and subscribed and joined our Facebook and Instagram communities. We are going to be picking up on readings in both those places in this new year. We have some exciting changes coming in 2019, so make sure you check out our website on our blog, www.susanddawnspiritual.com. We will have some new features coming, including some new services. We also have some price changes, so you can check those out there. We wanted to make sure that we had offerings for every price point without undermining our own value. So you can now choose from a variety of options according to your price point if you resonate with us and you want to book a private reading. Now, we will have a new pickup pile coming up possibly today. I think I'm going to be recording those after we do this Divine Partnership update. The pickup piles will be the first of 2019, so I'm really excited for those. I love the pickup piles. They're a lot of fun to do, and I know that they resonate with a lot of you as well as myself, so I'm excited to do that. The reason why I wanted to do another Divine Partnership reading so soon is because of this shift in energy that came from the new moon and the partial solar eclipse. Now, it's not just the energies of the new moon and the eclipse that is making the shift. The masculine and feminine are doing a lot of healing work and a lot of purging. I know I had been feeling it the past 2 weeks, a lot of triggering, a lot of purging, a lot of releasing, and that culminated in a lot of bullshit happening and me finally having to stand up and recognize what it is I deserve. Now, the divine masculine, you guys have to understand that the divine masculine can only give you what they're able to give you in this moment. And, you know, my divine masculine has told me that as much. That does not mean that you don't want more, that you don't deserve more, and that you don't deserve to be treated the way they've been treating you. Because quite frankly, you know, if they would look at themselves, they would understand that they have been hurting you just as you've been hurting them. You guys are divine mirrors. You are counterparts. It goes both ways. It's not just one twin that is holding up the mirror. You have to be willing to face your shadow selves. You have to be willing to face yourself. Look around you at the people who are around you. What is it that you're seeing in them? What is the pain that you're seeing in them? And look at it and find it in yourself. Find it in yourself. Find that pain within yourself, because everybody is a reflection of you, and your twin is a divine mirror of you. You cannot hold up the mirror and not look into it yourself. You cannot. And that's part of the healing work that you have to do if you want to ascend, if you want to rise. And if you don't want to rise, then you have to let go. You have to. You have to let one or more partner let go. You have to let go for yourself. You have to let go for your partner so that they have the ability to heal. And I'm saying that from a place of experience because that is what my divine counterpart and I came to this week. And it is very painful, but I know it was for our highest good. It was for him, for his healing. It was for me, for my healing. And I feel like I'm dying. I also feel strong within myself again. Because I had to stand up for myself, and he had to stand up for himself, for himself. And you can't have a relationship, a friendship, a work partnership, whatever your dynamic looks like. But let's be honest, you guys, it's a relationship. Like, let's just cut the bullshit. Whatever label, like, any of you want to put on it, you know, whether the masculine wants to call it friendship, whether the divine feminine wants to call it a romantic relationship, whatever the label is, it is a relationship, because this is a divine partnership. This is a sacred union. You have a relationship with this other person. You have a relationship. So you have to look in the mirrors. You have to look in the mirrors and see yourself. And you have to take accountability. And if one or both of you are not taking accountability for your actions and not treating the others the way they deserve, then something has to change. Something has to change. And if you're not willing to change yourself, if you're not willing to heal, then you're at an impasse. It has been the divine feminine. I've been channeling that. I've been experiencing that, because the divine feminine is so nurturing and so give. And the masculine, by nature, is receptive. They're in the receptive mode. That has been shifting. I've been channeling in personal readings. That has been definitely shifting. They are definitely waking up, seeing their own part that they've played in this. But because the divine feminine is so nurturing, they've been giving so much of themselves, and you can't fight for something if someone's not willing to meet you halfway. You just can't, because that's what empties out your cup. And you have to maintain your cup. You have to have enough self-love and self-respect to know what you want and know what you deserve. And disrespectful behavior, if it's disrespectful of your time, if it's a lack of communication, if it's blocking, ignoring you, if it is always causing fights, whatever your dynamic is. I'm not sure. There's a lot in the twin flame community, a lot going on there. If there's like resentment without forgiveness, holding on to the past, you have to move forward. You cannot hold on to the past. You can't hold on to past dreams either. You have to look forward and think about your future. You have to look forward and think about your future, divine feminines and divine masculines. So that's where I am on my journey. And I have been channeling for personal clients as well that, who are vibing with me, that this has been, excuse me, see, I always get choked up. I always get, problems with my throat when I'm speaking the truth. It's almost like, my ego wants to block me, but my soul knows I have to speak it. And that's what happens when I channel and when I read and speak the truth. Because you have to speak your truth. You have to stand up for yourself in your power, in your Empress energy, just like you're wanting the divine masculine to stand up in their Emperor energy, in their authority, to just have courage. You want them to have courage. You want them to rise up with you. But if they refuse to look at themselves, just like you've looked at yourselves, divine feminine, you have done the healing work. You have dug deep. You have really pulled back those layers. You should be so proud of everything that you've done and how you've grown. The masculine has to do that as well. And if they're not doing it, you can't do it for them. As much as you want to, as much as you want to protect them, as much as you want to shield them from any of that pain, you cannot do that for them, but you can send them love. You can send them love, and I used to call it Care Bear stare, rays of love. That's what I do for my divine counterpart. I send him love all the time. I love him. I love him so much, and I wanted so much to make this work, and it just wasn't, It was always, showing me my reflection and never looking at his own, and never taking accountability, and just not being reliable, just not, it was a very one-sided relationship, and it took me a long time to realize that, and that's very painful for me to acknowledge because I love him so much, and he is filled with so much love and light, and there is so much goodness in him, so I don't ever want to demean him, but that is... That's been my perspective. He holds everything so close to the chest, and when you hold things so close to the chest, you don't realize the pain that you're invoking on other people. You have to speak your truth. You have to communicate. You have to. You have to express yourself, and you have to be honest with yourself, and that is the first part of being authentic. Did not mean to get into all of that. That should have been saved for an Ascension Confessions video, but I'm not sure if I actually want to go there, because I'm still feeling this pain. But I also know it's for the best. I am also proud of my divine masculine because I do see what he's been through, and I do see how much he's grown. And I do see that he's growing, but maybe it's just at a point where we can't grow together. He's kind of made that decision for himself, by not fighting for us, by not standing up for us, by not making me a part of his life. It's almost like it's when it suits him. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. He might not see it that way, but I am sharing my divine feminine perspective. I know that there are a lot in this twin flame community who can resonate with that message, with this experience. So I don't know. This is surrender. This is surrender. This is me stepping into my divine feminine energy, I guess. I cannot take action anymore. I cannot keep fighting for this. It's not up to me. It is not up to me anymore. This is surrender. However this unfolds, it's going to unfold. If we remain in separation, we remain in separation. That's what's needed for our healing. That's what our soul's orchestrated. The reason I feel strong is because I know that I stepped back into my power. I know that I stood up for myself. I know that I know what I deserve, and it's about time that I take action for what I deserve. I want him, I love him, but I do believe that we'll come back around to each other, and I do believe that we're meant, to be in each other's lives. It just is a matter of how, and that's up to him. That is entirely up to him. So that's where we are. I believe that's where the collective is. I'm seeing that in a lot of twin flame communities and groups I'm a part of, in readings. It's actually funny. I want to give a shout out to Whole Again 1111. I did a divine partnership reading a couple days ago, actually a week or so ago. I'll link in the links of interest in the description box below. And then it was all about the divine masculine waking up to his own bullshit, and seeing how he's hurt the divine feminine, feeling some guilt about that, feeling some shame about that. The divine feminine is easy to forgive, easy to love. The divine masculine does not have to be afraid of that. But the divine masculine is waking up and peeling back the layers and the illusions. There's still some resistance. There's still some part of the collective that is resisting that. And if they would just not resist it and go with the flow of it and ease into their emotions and their heart, then they wouldn't be in such conflict with their mind and their heart. But they are really waking up to it. And Melanie did a reading that completely validated that afterwards on her own channel. And she has a much, much bigger channel than I do. So that was wonderful. It was a wonderful gift of validation for me that, number one, that I can continue to trust my intuition, trust the love that I have for my divine counterpart and from my divine counterpart, and that I can continue to have faith in this journey, because I had lost a lot of faith in this journey, especially with regards to this experience with my divine counterpart the past 2 weeks. I lost a lot of faith in him. I lost a lot of trust in him. Didn't know if I could count on him. Didn't know if I was a part of his life, because it felt like it was very one-sided. I have felt like an afterthought, and I don't deserve that. And I know that, especially when I constantly have him on my mind, him and his family on my mind, and I'm constantly trying to include him, wanting this with him, wanting to move forward with him, wanting, honestly, to build a family with him, and just surrendering to the fact that that might not be what he wants, and so knowing what I want and deserve, that's huge. That's huge. Focusing back on your life and your self-love and the love in your life and gratitude for the journey, that's huge. So a shout out to Melanie, Whole Again 1111. Go check out her channel. She's really wonderful. She has a wonderful private Facebook group as well. You might want to check out. She's reading for the same segment of the collective as I am. So it's really wonderful. All right, so let's see how the energy has shifted now that I've kind of poured my heart out. Sorry, you guys. I didn't mean to, get all, emotional and stuff there, but things have been, right? Things have been. So, I'm being pulled to get overall energy from this Angel Answers deck. So, let's see what's going on here, and we're going to start the reading. Again, we'll have some more pick-a piles and stuff coming up soon. Cool. So I just got a message from my divine counterpart saying I broke my own heart. That's fun. See, I can't. Accountability. You play a part too. Everybody plays a part, and I recognize. That I'm responsible for my own actions and my own emotions, but you also don't deserve to be treated the way you're treated. Sometimes if you're in pain, you just want someone to sit with you in that pain for a while, comfort you, and not, point out all your flaws and point out, sometimes you just want somebody there. And he is not always there, and that's very painful. So that is my lesson, stepping back into my power and my independence and my self-love. And I've been single for 15 years. I know how to do it. I know how to be on my own. I stepped up for myself and was there for myself when I had a chronic illness for 6 years. So, I know how to do it. Part of my lesson has been in learning how to let down my guard and let others in. And it's hard when it feels like there are fresh wounds from your divine counterpart. It feels like you heal and then your divine counterpart comes in and reopens wounds, or, make some fresh wounds, and that's tough. It's more layers is what Spirit is telling me now. It's just more healing. It is just more layers that they're unearthing for you. They're just showing you the reflection, but man, that hurts. That sucks. And sometimes you just want a little bit of compassion, just like you've shown them. A little bit of sympathy, a little bit of comfort. You don't always want somebody pointing out everything, you know, because you do it yourself. Like you know, Divine Feminines, you know what needs to be healed. You're healing. And sometimes you just want somebody there with you. I'm in a little bit low vibe, you guys. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I hope it doesn't turn you guys off. I'm going to raise my vibrations. Give me a second. I just want to burn some Palo Santo, get rid of this pain, get rid of this negativity, because I have a reading to do for you guys. Spirit is here. We already called in our Ascended Masters, Archangels, Spirit Guides. They are here. They are ready to share what the hell is going on in this divine partnership, because what I have been channeling is that this is all a part of the process too. Even so, even the separation, if you're in separation, even the pain, even the wounding, if you're experiencing something like I have, I believe I have been saying that the triggers, because we're closing out those karmic cycles, the triggers and wounding, the healing is going to continue into the first part of January. We're still in the first part of January, and something is going to shift. And so that's where we are. I'm curious to see what is shifting, what has shifted. So let's see what's going on here. All right, Spirit Guides, Angels, Ascended Masters. What can you tell me as overall energy for the Divine Masculine for this collective, please? Please bring forth messages for the highest good. Divine Masculine, let go. Let go of ego, they're telling me. Let go of the past. What did I just say? Let go of the past. Let go of past dreams. Let go of past resentments. Let go of past hurts. Let go of past, they're giving me the word manipulations of how somebody has manipulated you, because you're just perpetuating the cycle. By holding on to your ego mind. Let go and get into your heart is what they're saying. Divine Feminines, be assertive. What have I been talking about? This is so validating. Thank you, Spirit. This is so validating. Be assertive and step into your power and stand up for yourself, Divine Feminines. Union energies, please. I'm already loving this reading. It's very validating from my experience, I gotta say. And I believe if it resonates with you guys, hit like, hit subscribe, comment below, share your story. I would love to hear, we're all in this together. Our past might look a little bit different, but the blueprint is the same. Listen to your intuition for union energies. Go within the heart. Keep trusting your heart. Keep trusting your intuition. This journey, Spirit is telling me, is not over. If you're in a situation where I am with your divine counterpart, it could be that you're in separation. It could be that you're in low contact. If you're in contact, maybe you're triggering the crap out of each other. If you're together in a relationship, maybe you are just having trouble getting to the next level because you do want commitment, because you do want that next step. Whatever is happening here, there's healing, a tremendous amount of healing happening here. That's just the energy. Things are shifting. I feel the shift, even with just these cards. There's something shifting here. This is all part of the journey. This moment where you are right now is part of the journey. Trust that. Listen to your heart. Trust that this is not over. And when I say over, you have free will. You get to decide what it is that you want for yourself. And if your Divine Masculine is not stepping up, Divine Masculines, if your Divine Feminine is not what you want, you have a choice. You have a choice. The choice is yours. Whether you're masculine or feminine, you both have choices in this. But you are connected. You are connected by the heart, and you can feel that. And if you go within and listen to the heart, you'll feel that. You'll feel that. And if Divine Masculines, if you let go of the ego, if you let go of the mind, what the mind is constantly repeating to you like a broken record, they're telling me, and go into your heart space, you'll know the truth. You'll know your next step. But you have to let go of the ego mind. And there are some of you who are like, well, I've already healed the ego. I've already killed the ego. No. You haven't. It's just layers and layers and layers hidden beneath masks. You are holding on to an illusion. You're holding on to the past. You're holding on to an illusion. That's what they keep telling me. You're holding on to an illusion. I'm getting the word samadhi. My divine masculine actually showed me a video. One of our first dates, so to speak, one of our first get-togethers, showed me a video on YouTube about samadhi, and I'll see if I can find it and link in the description box below. But it was all about releasing the masks, and it was masks under masks under masks, and that's what's happening here. You think you have ascended, but you're still healing. You're still ascending. You're still getting to this place where you're healing the ego, and you have to get into your intuition. You have to get into your heart space, because your heart space is what is guiding you. You have to listen to your intuition. You have to let go of the illusions and allow the illusions to break down. You have to look at yourself. You have to. That is the only way that you're going to ascend. That's the only way you're going to rise. You have to be willing to change. You have to be willing to leave the past behind if you want to move into this new life, into this new you that you want to move into, but you have to let go. Divine Feminines, you have to stand in your power. You have to stand up for yourself. You have to know what it is that you deserve and not accept any of the bullshit. I know that I can speak from experience, but Spirit is reminding me. They're saying, you've been so compassionate, you've been there, you've been giving, and that is your nurturing nature. But you have to trust your heart and know when it's time to say enough. Know when it's time to say, this is what I need, this is what I want, this is what I expect of you. Because I respect myself, Spirit is saying, because I respect myself, because I want this for my life, and I know that I deserve it. And how can you manifest? Spirit is telling me, how can you manifest if you don't go into your heart, if you're not assertive with what you want, if you're so focused on somebody else that you're not focused on yourself? You have to stand up for yourself. You have to be assertive no matter what happens. And what they're actually telling me, a lot of messages coming through in these 3 cards, what they're actually telling me is this is part of the cycle. They're showing me the Wheel of Fortune, and I wonder, no. They're showing me the Wheel of Fortune, and what they're actually saying is Wheel of Fortune under my clarifying deck. I knew it was there. I knew it. They're showing me the Wheel of Fortune because what they are saying is this is part of the process. And things, the wheel is turning. This is part of the wheel turning. So whatever pain you're experiencing now, whatever you're physically experiencing now, know that in the higher realms, this is all orchestrated so that it can move you forward in whatever direction it's meant to, whether it's with your divine counterpart or apart. Know that you're never apart in the higher realms. It just might look like bullshit in the physical, but this is all moving forward towards greater fortune, towards greater and higher understanding of self, towards greater ascension. And when you ascend, that is when you bring the 5D down to the 3D. That is when you bring all of your manifestations and all your desires into fruition. And whether that is to be with your divine counterpart or to be with a soulmate, if you want to call in a soulmate, that is free will. That's your free will. I will say for me, because I spilled so much about myself already, I don't want anybody but my divine counterpart. I've been alone on my own for 15 years. You know, I don't mind it. I like myself. You know, I like my life. I wanted a life with him, but it's okay if that's not meant to be. Whatever he chooses, that's his choice. Wheel of Fortune again. You know, that's his choice. And I've made mine to not put up with 2 of Cups, to not put up with this behavior anymore, honestly, to not put up with less than what I deserve, and I do deserve more, and I do want more, and so I'm just completely surrendered and open to what the universe wants to bring me. And if it is, you know, I don't want a soulmate, but if it is a soulmate, you know, I'm open, and you have to be open on this journey. You have to have faith in this journey. I do have faith in my divine counterpart, though. I can't lose that faith. That's the sucky part. I still have faith, but it's having faith and holding space and not being willing to wait. That's the key. Having faith, holding space, holding that love for your divine counterpart, knowing that you'll always be in love, knowing that you'll always have the spiritual connection at the very least, but not being willing to put your life on hold for anybody. Not for anybody. And that's where I've stepped into this past week, the past few days. I've really stepped back into the energy of moving my life forward because I have to. I cannot put my life on hold anymore. I cannot wait and have less than what I deserve. And neither should you, Divine Feminines. Be assertive. Know what it is that you want. Stand in your power. Stand up for yourself. Trust your intuition. Trust what your heart is saying. If it's saying to wait and hold on, do so. But do so in a way that you are still being yourself, being true to yourself, and honoring yourself and your life. Because when it comes down to right down to it, this is your life. This is your life. You know, the divine counterpart is really the other half of you. They're whole on their own. You know, you are whole on your own, but they are your other half. They are, but, you know, you are whole within yourself. You are strong within yourself. You are divine. You are a soul. Like, you are your own soul. You are your own love. You are your own light. And stand in that power. Stand in that power. Okay. Man. I was wondering whether or not I should do one of these partnership readings. I wasn't sure if I was feeling the energy, but man, I guess I have a lot to say, and so does Spirit. So, let's get into it. Divine partnership, divine masculine, please, Spirit, I can feel you with me. What is the, let's get right into headspace, heart space, and physical. Let's do that. What is the headspace? What's the current headspace of the divine? Oh, I guess we're getting overall energies. Yep, okay. Yep, okay. Overall energy of the divine masculine. Because I started with that, and Spirit wants to go there. They're feeling tied up. Whatever shifted here, they are feeling very bound, but what they don't see is that they're doing it themselves. They've blindfolded themselves, they've tied themselves up. They can move forward at any juncture. You know, these swords are not surrounding them. They're in the ground. You know, there is nothing holding them back but themselves. They can step forward. They can undo these bonds. What Spirit is telling me is that they just have to make a choice, and these bonds will fall away. And the blindfold will come off, but they are doing this to themselves, creating conflict within themselves, and that conflict is preventing them from moving forward. It's preventing them from making a decision, and preventing them from making action, preventing them from communicating with you. Usually I don't read reversals, but these came out in reverse, and they wanted me to keep them there. They are stagnant right now. Whatever happened here, they're stagnant, and actually Spirit is telling me it's because they have to heal. It's because they are very reluctant to face themselves. There's resistance here. They're still feeling resistance to move forward and face themselves, because that can be so scary. So divine feminines, send compassion your divine masculine's way. Send them love, send them healing, help them heal in the 5D, because that's what's happening. You know, that healing has to happen. The healing, they cannot stay in the stagnant energy anymore. The universe will not allow it. Actually, they want me to put these back. That was just a message for the divine masculines. They don't want me to do the same for the divine feminine, so we're going to put that back, shuffle a couple more times, and get into their headspace, heart space, and what's going on in the physical world. Okay. What's going on in the divine masculine's headspace, please? Yeah. It's a very sad energy. It's a very sad energy. Whatever happened over this past week, I want to say, it was surrounding the energy of the new moon in Capricorn, and it was surrounding the energy of the new moon in Capricorn and the partial solar eclipse. Whatever happened, whenever that happened. There's a sad energy here. Now, we're going to get to these in a second. This is all about headspace, but this is a separate message. What they're saying here with this Four of Cups is that they're still looking back towards the past. And remember, we have this let go of the past, let go of the illusions. They're not seeing the gift that is being given to them. This is their future, Spirit is saying. This is their future. And if they would just look up, they would see that they could have everything, every wish fulfilled for their future. If they would just look up and stop holding on to what they've lost, stop holding on to who has hurt them, and stop holding on to who has hurt them. The three, you see the 3 cups, the 3 empty cups, that's empty. And it's empty because it's in the past, and they have to let that go. They have to forgive themselves. And it's the Ho'oponopono exercise. I'm sorry, I forgive you, thank you, I love you. Those those 4 steps they have to say for themselves. And for anybody who they feel has wronged them, for anybody they have wronged, they have to let go of the past and understand that who they are now in the present is not the past. And who they want to be, they have to let go of this if they want to ascend and rise to the person that they want to be. Because they do want this. They want this new them. They want this new life. They want this new future. They want that with you, Divine Feminines. But more importantly, they want it for themselves. They feel it within themselves. They don't feel at ease in their own heart and their own mind. They feel very conflicted, but they're holding themselves back because they're not willing to heal, because they're not willing to look at themselves, because they're not willing to let go of the past, because they're not willing to let go of the mask that they wear, lay down their defenses, really step into their heart space, really step out of whatever it is that they're hiding behind, and look past the illusions. Now, there might be some in the collective who are more spiritually attuned, but even then, spirituality can be something that you hide behind. Family can be something that you hide behind. Relationships can be something that you hide behind. Work can be something that you hide behind if they are digging their heels in and focusing too much on work. These are all things that they're hiding behind. These are all masks. A mask is not just something that you wear, it's not just like an intangible thing. It's not just like a self-constructed identity. It's also, how you present yourself to the world. It's also what you do in the world, how you act in the world. Those are all masks and illusions as well. You have to be authentic to yourself. You have to be willing to go into your heart and say, who am I really? What is it that I truly want? What is keeping me from what it is that I truly want? How am I holding myself back? You have to look up and see that this is a gift from the universe. This situation is a gift from the universe offering you the chance to rectify this, the chance to step back, to step into this new life, this new earth, this new world that you're creating, this new world of love. But you can't do that if you're still so focused on who you were, on what was, and the illusions that you are so busy maintaining. Even if you don't realize that, that's part of looking in the mirror. Now, the second message, this is still the headspace, the second message is that they are realizing this. They are understanding this. They are starting to see the truth of this, and they want this new beginning, but they are still holding on. They want this new beginning. They want to step into this king energy. They want to wear the crown. They're seeing this very clearly. They're seeing the injustice that they've done for you. They're seeing that your wish, part of their wish fulfilled, that they can have everything in their life that they want, but they're still holding back. They're still holding back in this energy. They see it, they see the truth of it, but they're not acting on it. And they're not acting on it because of shame, because of guilt, because they don't know how to move forward, because they're still conflicted within their ego mind and their heart. They're still listening to their ego and versus their heart. They're not going with their intuition, and that is holding them back. I want to actually get a clarifier or two on that. Let's see if there's any more messages. Very strong energy there. Let's see if there's any more messages there. This is going to be a longer reading today, guys. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk so much in the intro, but I do think it was relevant, especially considering where we are. Now we got the Three of Wands in upright position and the Knight of Swords. Again, we keep getting the Knight of Swords. Okay, so it was a clear It was a clear message, a separate message before the overall energy. Now we have, in conjunction with this, we have the Three of Wands, we have the Knight of Swords, and we have the Five of Swords. So they have clarity about this situation. They're seeing this. They know what they have to do. They know that they have to change. It's just like they're not willing to do it because they're so focused on the past and who they were that it's like they have felt so secure in that. They finally, this is a message coming in from Spirit. They feel like they had changed so much and gotten to this point, and that has helped their survival. This is their ego mind speaking. It has helped their survival to get to this point. And that now, with the breaking down of their spiritual beliefs, breaking down of their masks, breaking down of their illusions, they're like, what happens next? What happens if I let go? What happens if I go into my heart space? What happens if I look up and I see this gift that the universe is bringing me? Do I fall back into those patterns? Do I go back into that place that I was before I built myself up again? What Spirit is saying is, no, you built yourself up under more illusion and under more masks, and they're proud of you. They say that you needed to get to that point to learn more lessons, to close that karmic cycles. You needed to get to that point to have those experiences, to learn those lessons, but that is still an illusion. That is still a false sense of self. Now what you're doing is you are breaking that down even more. You have to have faith in your heart. You have to have faith in your soul, in the soul of yourself. You have to have faith in the love from the divine and for you, and from your divine feminine and for you. You have to have faith, divine masculines. The feminines actually just dealt with this, that loss of faith, those seeds of doubt being planted. They dealt with that this past year, the past 2 years, I'm hearing, past few months, especially with their tower moments, that shake up of faith. Divine masculines, you're dealing with that now. You have to heal that faith. You have to trust in the universe. You have to trust that what will manifest from this letting go, is all of your desires coming true, those cups filling back up. But what you've been doing is emptying out your cups, and you know it, you see that, you know that you had to empty out your cups, and you've been doing that, and that's been very painful for you. But now you're like, well, how do I move forward? How do I fill my cup back up? You have to trust. You have to trust in the universe. This is a victory card right now, is what they're telling me. This is a moving forward. This is you taking action and moving forward, stepping into that energy of the alpha, of the true divine masculine. You have the choice to step forward and continue on this journey. This is you swiftly moving forward with that truth, with that clarity, with cutting out the bullshit of the ego, which is telling you that, oh, I'm just going to backslide. I'm just going to be who I was if I let go of everything that I had become. You're not. What it is you are ascending. You are riding swiftly forward with this newfound truth, with this newfound, they're showing me this sword. This is who you are now. This is this new authentic self. You are not who you were, and you will never be that person again. Because life is not going backwards. Life moves you forwards, and that's ascension. Ascension is letting go of the negative, letting go of the bullshit, and just rising in your power. And if you give yourself a chance, divine masculines, you will rise in your power. If you fully let go, fully trust your heart, fully take action, and move into this next phase of your journey. Let go of the mask, let go of the illusions, take accountability, take action. You will rise in your power. They're showing me a victory card, and what they're actually saying is here, you're holding on to this truth, and you're not letting it go. You're not letting the truth of who you are go. They're also showing me, and I've channeled this before, they're showing me the green, which is the heart chakra, opening up your heart chakra, and the red, which is the root chakra, which is the lower level chakras, coming into balance. Your lower level chakras, you're feeling more stable and secure in your life as you open up your heart chakra, because what they're showing me is that you are balancing all your chakras. And this is a victory card, because here what they're showing me walking away is your old self, and you stepping more into the light of who you are, you stepping more into this truth, you stepping more into your heart space, knowing this in your conscious mind, defeating your ego stepping aside, saying, yes, you have helped me survive. Thank you for helping me survive this far. But now it's time for you to go. Now it's time for my heart to take over. Now it's time to listen to my intuition, and for my intuition to take over. And now the ego is stepping back. The ego is still there. We still need a healthy ego. But the ego is stepping back and allowing the heart to come forward. Allowing the chakras to be balanced, allowing the intuition to come forward, and allowing the divine masculine to really let go of the masks and let go of the illusions. This is victory over that, but this is, you have to let go first. You have to let go for all of this to transpire, and you know it. In your headspace, you know that this is what needs to happen, but you have to take that action too. You can't just know it and hold on to it and hold on to that knowledge. You have to take that action. All right, how are they feeling in their heart space, please, Spirit? How are they, divine masculines, feeling in their heart space? Strength. They're feeling strong. I'm not called to pull any more cards for that, maybe a clarifier, but they are feeling strong in their heart. They are feeling like they understand this in their mind space. They understand what they have to do, that they have to break down the illusion, because in their heart, they know how strong their heart is. They do. This is masculine and feminine here. Masculine and feminine energies, however that, plays out with gender, with regards to gender. There is, energy has nothing to do with gender, but this is the masculine and the feminine energies, and the masculine is really stepping into their strength alongside the divine feminine, because I'm hearing also, because of the divine feminine showing their love and showing their faith and showing their compassion for the divine masculine. The divine masculine feels this, but divine masculine, know that you have the strength within yourself, and you have the strength for victory over your mind, victory to let go and let those masks and those illusions fall behind, and to communicate with others in your life, with your divine feminine, with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Be open with yourself. Be willing to express yourself. Communication is vital. Let's see. Let's get a clarifier for this strength card. See if there's any other messages. It's not a clarifier so much as it is any other messages, Spirit. Any other messages for the heart space. Any other messages for strength. The sun. The sun. You step. Okay. Two things. One, they're saying you step into your strength, into your heart, and this is happiness. This is happiness. And you feel it, masculines. You feel it. When you step into your heart space, what happens but happiness? Happiness occurs. You feel it. You feel the love when you step into your strength, when you step into your heart space and you leave the mask behind, because you're doing it. Every once in a while you do it, but sometimes you just get pulled back into that ego mindset. But trust, keep having faith and keep trusting in this. They're also saying that this is being illuminated. Your heart is being illuminated. Your heart is opening. The divine masculine's heart is opening. Whether they like it, they want it to or not. Let's get another clarifier for that. Thank you. Justice. Yep. Major Arcana. Whether they want it to or not, justice is being done. The scales are balancing this. They're seeing the truth. They're seeing the clarity. The universe is stepping in. The universe is stepping in and making sure this happens. And you have a choice, divine masculines. You always have a choice. But the universe will step in and shake you up, possibly with a tower moment, to make sure this happens. Because this is you in your divine right. Your heart, not your ego. Your true authentic soul self, not the mask that you wear. That is the point of ascension, and you cannot rise if you're still holding on to the past. You have to let it go. You have to let go of the mask. You have to let go of the illusions. You have to let go of the bullshit. To put it quite frankly, you have to let go of the bullshit. What's going on in the masculine's physical, please? What's going on in the masculine's physical? Oop, oop, oop. Still feeling guarded in the physical, possibly because whatever happened here with the walking away, this could be the feminine walking away, or this could be the masculine walking away from the things that no longer serve them, or it could be both. Now, this came out reversed, and what they're telling me here is that this is completed. The walking away is completed, but it has left them feeling guarded. What can you tell me about this? 8 of Cups and 7 of Wands. In the physical, for the masculine physical, what can you tell me? Again, we got the 4 of Cups. They're feeling conflicted because they're still feeling guarded because of these empty cups. What did I say before? They're still looking back to the past. This cycle has completed, Spirit is telling me. This walking away has been completed. It was necessary for evolution, for ascension, but they are still looking back towards the past. But they're in the King of Swords energy. They see it. They see things with clarity. Now they just have to act on it. What is happening here that they are not acting on it? Let's continue with the divine masculine for a minute. What is happening here? Why are they resisting? 6 of Pentacles, why are they resisting? Why is the masculine resisting? Why is the masculine? 6 of Pentacles, but they actually want me to pull from this deck, so I'm going to do that. They were showing me this. So we're going to get some oracle cards in on this reading as well. 6 of Pentacles, what they're telling me is imbalance of the scales, imbalance of the give and take, and they know it. They know it. Now they're moving more into a place of generosity. They're moving more into a place of balance within themselves, being more willing to give, but they don't know how to. They don't know how to, especially with regards to the divine feminine. They don't know how to move forward. Because you see, here's what was happening. You see how they're giving to some, but they're not giving to the other. What they're telling me is this was the feminine. They were giving to everybody else in their lives, but they were refusing to give to the feminine. Why is that? Why is that? Why were they refusing to give to the feminine? They're saying they weren't in their emperor energy, where they're stepping into now. They were feeling tied up not about their feelings for the feminine. There's so much love there, but how to come forward, because they were holding everything so close to the chest. And this can be damaging. If you don't express yourself, that can be damaging. It can be damaging for the person who's not receiving, and it can be damaging because it's to the masculine who is doing the giving, because it's not balanced. And you have to be balanced within yourself. You have to be able to give and to receive. And this was creating chaos, and this was creating havoc, and they were not able to step fully into their emperor energy, their place of authority, their place of confidence, because of this, because they were feeling all tied up. So let's get this deck that they pointed me to. Why are they resisting? Why are they still in conflict with themselves? Why are they resisting this if they know it? If they feel it in their heart, and if they know it in their mind space, why are they still resisting this in the physical? Okay. Okay. They were resisting this in the physical. It's interesting. We got 1, 2, and 3 cards. They're resisting this in the physical because they were feeling imbalanced within themselves, because they were holding on so much that they weren't able to give birth to anything else. They were holding on so much to the past. This is a fertility card, but you see how it's an open heart chakra and the energy stemming from that. The phrase that Spirit is giving me right now is that they were not able to give birth to anything new because they were holding on to the past, to this new sense of self, to this new passion for the divine feminine that they feel. The passion for the divine feminine has always been there, but they've had, and I channeled this in the last divine partnership reading, divine masculine has had heart activations happening, light activations within the heart. Their heart is opening up, and you see this is a sacred, I just got chills. Spirit just showed me this. Here in the flame, I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's like a person, and what they're showing me is that this is a sacred heart, but that it's the divine feminine there. It is the divine feminine in the masculine's heart space. And this scared the crap out of the divine masculine because they were not ready for it. They were not ready for this passion. They were not ready. They were not healed enough to step into this light, to step into this birth, to this rebirth of the new them, of this new earth, of this ascension journey. They were not ready. A lot of there's a feeling of a lot of compassion for the divine masculine here because they were not ready. But they've had a lot of downloads. They're seeing synchronicities. They're having dreams about the divine feminine. This is specifically about the divine feminine. They're having, they're hearing signs. They're hearing music that reminds them of the divine feminine. The divine feminine is on their minds because the divine feminine is guiding them to this new them. The divine feminine is the one who is the most accepting of them, the most compassionate towards them. They want the masculine to rise, to meet them. That is what this ascension journey is. That's what this sacred union is. It's equilibrium, it's equality, it's partnership, complete and utter partnership. But the divine masculine, because they were resisting, they were not doing this. They were not stepping into their heart, and they were not rising with the divine feminine. They were not ascending with the divine feminine. Now they're having this heart activations, and they're feeling that passion ignite for the divine feminines within themselves. And when we say for the divine feminines, it's not just the feminine energy. It is also, or the feminine, the person, it is also the energy of themselves, their true authentic self. And their true authentic self, remember, feminine and masculine, you guys are divine partners. Same frequency, same match, same vibrational match, like no other, one soul. I don't always say that anymore, one soul, because, we have soulmates, we have, karmic partners. I truly believe it is what Spirit keeps telling me, that this is one soul. You're whole within yourself. You're a soul within yourself, but you are one soul. You are one with each other. This is this divine partnership, the masculine and the feminine energies coming together. Even though you hold both within yourselves, you hold a predominant energy. You hold the feminine energy or you hold the masculine energy. as predominant energy, and then you have both that you need to balance within yourselves. And then as you balance those within yourselves, you come together with the other predominant energy as your partner, as your divine partner, as the other part of you. And that is union. That is complete balance and complete harmony. And they're starting to understand this. They are starting to feel this. They feel this within your heart, or within their heart. They're feeling this rebirth. This is what they were resisting, because they have been holding on so much to the past that they have not been able to manifest these Nine of Cups. They're telling me they have not been able to believe in this Nine of Cups, even though they want it, even though they're looking forward to it, because they've been holding on so much, because they don't believe that they're deserving of it, because they don't believe that they're worthy of it, because they're looking back to the past, and they're so afraid of that this rebirth means that letting go of the mask, letting go of the illusions means falling back into old patterns. They're not understanding that this rebirth means rebirth. Like, this rebirth means something new and something better, and they have to trust. They have to let go. They're pointing me to this angel here. You have to let go and trust in the divine. You have to trust in the divine, trust in yourself, in your own divinity, your own strength, to be able to let go and move into this new phase of life. Because we also have the sacral chakra, and the sacral chakra, again, is all about creativity. Creation is actually the word that they're giving me. It's all about the creation of the self, creation of manifestations, creation of your own life, creation of your own true, authentic self. So step into this power, this personal power. Step into your sexuality, even, is what they're telling me, with this passion, because that can be healing as well. But what they're saying is, when you step into your sexuality, they're saying don't deny your desires, and if you desire your feminine, don't deny that, because of the passion there, because that is going to help birth the new you. As you step more into your desires, it creates the manifestations. You're not holding back. You're expressing yourself. They don't want you to hold back. So when they say sexuality, it's not like go out and have like 1,000 karmic partners. I don't even know if that's possible, but what they're actually saying with sexuality is, stay true to you, and stay true to who you are and what you want, and not what the world wants of you, or not what you think the world wants of you, or not what the world is telling you to be. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I'm going to put that under here. Wonderful. All right. A lot of messages for the Divine Masculine. I'm glad we stayed with them. Let's see what's going on for the Divine Feminines. Divine Feminines, what's going on in your headspace? Divine Feminines, what's going on in your headspace? 9 of Pentacles. Let's get one more. I'm feeling one more card. Thank you. 9 of Pentacles and a Tower moment. Actually, what they're pointing me to here is the word breakthrough, and they're actually been giving me that word for a while. You had your Tower moments, your big Tower moments, the big shakeups that, crumbled everything a couple months ago. Actually here a couple years ago too. Within the past few years, within the past year, even the past few months, continuous towers is what they're saying. You had continuous shakeups that became less and less severe the more you healed, is what they're saying. And now you've had a breakthrough. Now this is, again, being assertive, standing in your power. This 9 of Pentacles is all about being independent. In some cases being single, but being independent, being stable, being secure, in your own power, in your self-worth, in your self-love. And you've had this breakthrough because you stood up for yourself, because you know what you deserve, because you were assertive and listened to your heart, listened to your intuition. This is a breakthrough for you. So it feels like a Tower moment right now. Whatever you're experiencing might feel like a Tower moment. Like I said for myself, like sometimes it feels like I'm dying, but most parts I feel like this was meant to be for healing purposes. They're saying this is a breakthrough. This is a breakthrough. Tell me more about this. Spirit, can you tell me more about this, especially the Tower moment? Okay. Yeah. 3 of Swords, this heartbreak. This heartbreak feels like a Tower moment. But judgment. This is divine intervention. This had to happen so that you could step back into this energy of self-love, of self-worth, of who you are. Your power, into your Empress energy. This is divine intervention. This is a rebirth of the self as well. Judgment had to come. Judgment had to be made. The universe had to intervene and shake everything up. Even though it feels like you're dying, know your strength is what Spirit is saying. Oh, this is the masculine. Oops. All right. Divine Feminine's heart space, please. What's going on? Oh, that's too many. What's happening in the Divine Feminine's heart space? Thank you. Nine of Cups, just like theirs. They're in their headspace here with the Nine of Cups. You got the Nine of Cups in your heart space. They want this. They're thinking about this. You know it can happen. You're the master manifester, Divine Feminines. You are. You have that creative power. You have that creative energy. You, Divine Feminines, are in the higher realms, manifesting in the higher realms. The Divine Masculine is the one who brings it into the physical. And that's part of the reason why you're like, will you please cut the bullshit and just make this happen and take action and just step into your power, because they help to bring it into the physical. But you are also manifesting for your life. Divine Feminines, you feel it in your heart. You feel your abundance coming. It is coming. You are feeling this. Let's get one more for heart space. One more. Actually, they want me to pull the clarifying cards. Nine of Cups. Clarify the Nine of Cups. Yes, Nine of Pentacles. Again, you are manifesting the stability, the security, this independence. It doesn't mean that you don't want a partnership. Being independent does not mean you don't want a partnership with your divine counterpart. You can be whole together. You can be independent together. That is freedom. Freedom, Spirit is saying, love is freedom. Freedom is being who you are together. That is not being in a relationship like that, is not... Being in a relationship, you're healing codependency issues. When you're in this Nine of Pentacles energy, you can come together in wholeness because you are stable, because you are secure together. Beautiful, beautiful. You got that in your head and... No, you didn't. Yeah, you got that in your head and your heart space. You are feeling balanced. You are feeling whole within yourself. You are feeling the self-love. You're also feeling the love for your divine counterpart, they're telling me. You are also still holding on to the faith for your divine counterpart. This is a reunion card. This is a twin flame card. This is divine counterpart card. And you're seeing how he has all these cups to offer. You know that he can offer this. Your divine masculine can offer this. You know it. You have faith in it. And you have faith that it's coming. You have faith that it's coming. You're just wanting them to step into that Emperor energy, that they know that they can, that they feel in their heart, they feel the strength that they can do it. It's just their mind that is blocking them. It is just their mind that is blocking them. Yes, the Chariot, forward motion and communication, swift action coming. You feel it. You feel it. Divine Masculines, pay attention. Your Divine Feminine wants you to come forward. They want you to come forward. They're also telling me manifestations coming for your life, Divine Feminines, because remember, this is also about your life too, independently from your divine counterpart. They're also saying swift action and opportunities coming, moving forward in your life as well. So be on the lookout, because manifestations are taking place. You have risen so high. Close out this cycle, this last bit of energy, this last bit of broken heart, this pain. This is a rebirth. Remember, this is a rebirth. So this last tower moment, this last shakeup, this last breakthrough is closing out the cycle and stepping into a new phase of abundance and swift communication. Swift communication, swift opportunities, more opportunities coming. Beautiful, beautiful energies, Feminines. You should be so proud of the healing work you've done. Physical space for the Feminines. What's going on in the physical space for the Feminines? Thank you. King of Swords. They call me to get... Thank you. Yep. King of Swords and Six of Pentacles, matching their Six of Pentacles. You are understanding that you are deserving. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, here's what they're pointing me to. Divine Masculine was in a place where... Here we go. Divine Masculine was in a place where they were receiving from you, Divine Feminines, and giving to others but not giving to you, almost like ignoring you. See how they're turned away? Now, it's almost like you've been giving to yourself, filling up your own cup, and you're being in receptive mode. You see how this woman is receiving and this man is kind of begging? They're saying, no, begging is not the right word. Begging is the right word, they're saying, but it's not the energy that they want to portray. What they're actually saying is that this is coming more into balance. So they're actually showing me this. Okay, so they're actually showing me this. The masculine receiving, the feminine receiving now. Both receiving, both giving. Okay, I feel like that wasn't clear. Let's make that, can we clarify that, please? Let me get my gemstones because I want to get this message out. The feminine here is non-receptive mode. Now able, because she was giving so much, the divine masculine had turned away from her. Him, we know the energy of the divine feminine turned away, was giving so much to other people, but just completely ignoring the divine feminine. And that caused a lot of heartache and a lot of pain because it was imbalanced. The scales were not balanced. Now, you received in your physical space the King of Swords. You're seeing that with clarity. You're stepping into your power. You're cutting out the bullshit. You're saying, this is not okay. Being assertive, listening to your heart and saying, how can I fill myself up and how can I step into receptive mode? And now you're doing it. Now you've opened your hands to receive. And so it's become balanced. You're both giving and you're both receiving. Your masculine is now understanding how to give and to receive to you, divine feminines. They need to step forward, get out of this Four of Pentacles energy, stop being so tied up, and they're learning how to do that. They are healing this. They're going to be coming forward. We're going to get more about that in a second, but they're going to be coming forward to give to you because you're stepping into this receptive mode, because you are not begging, but you're opening up your hands and allowing it to come in. Instead of remaining in that energy of give, nurture, 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 you are opening up to this transformation of balance, giving and receiving. It's a beautiful, beautiful energy. Let's see if there's any clarifying messages for that. Sword of Truth. Seeing that with clarity, seeing that you needed that balance, seeing that things were not balanced and that you deserved much, much more than you were actually getting. Knight of Cups. What did I just say? The masculine's going to be coming forward. The masculine's going to be coming forward because this is what you deserve. You deserve that emotion. You deserve that expression of love. You deserve something. And Spirit wants me to point out, this is not a Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is bullshit. And they actually had me look at the bottom of the deck, and it's Ace of Cups. The Page of Cups was what the masculine was giving you before. It was a tiny fish in a big cup, something small, something lackluster. It was not enough. It was almost too little, too late. Now the masculine is ready to ride forward. If they get out of this energy of feeling tied up, if they get into their heart space, if they let go, if they do the work, they are ready to step forward. They feel it in their heart. They do. They feel the strength in their heart. They feel the sun illuminating this because this is their happiness. This is what brings their Nine of Cups. They're ready to step forward with an offer, and an offer of love, pure love. Their cup overflowing and overflowing towards you, just as your cup is overflowing. This is what you're deserving of, divine feminines, and you know it. You deserve, if your divine masculine does not come forward with this, you know that you deserve this regardless if your masculine comes forward or not. You know that you deserve somebody coming forward with an expression of love just as you love yourself. Beautiful. Actually, I'm going to put the Ace of Cups there as well. No, they're saying wait. Okay. How does the divine masculine feel about the divine feminine in the 3D, in the physical? How does the divine masculine feel about Knight of Cups? Knight of Cups in the physical. We just asked for the physical. What did I just say? Coming forward with an offer, coming forward with something more substantial than the bullshit of the Page of Cups, than the bullshit that they were offering before. Coming forward with commitment, coming forward with affection, coming forward with expressions of love and clear communication of their feelings, coming forward, willing to come forward. They're doing it. They are doing it because they're doing the healing. I just asked for their 5D, sorry, I didn't say it out loud, Ace of Pentacles and Two of Pentacles. A new beginning because they're finding this balance, because they're letting go, because they're finding this balance within themselves. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Divine Feminines, how are you feeling in the 3D about your masculine? The World card. Not only do you think the world of them, is what Spirit is saying, but this is completion of a cycle and moving into a new phase. A new phase of commitment, a new phase of stability. This is the 1111 card. Family, commitment, marriage. This is what you want. This is what you know you deserve. You've ended this phase of bullshit. You've ended this phase of not asking for what you want, not being assertive, not listening to your heart. You know what you want. You feel this with your divine masculine as well. Keep having faith is what they're telling me. Keep having faith. For some, this is union. For some, if this message is resonating with you, this is you guys coming into union because you have both done the healing work, because you have both cleared and healed so much and cleared so much, cleared the karmic cycles. This is you guys coming into union. Beautiful, beautiful energy here. Just balance and harmony is what I'm getting. 5D. What can you tell me about the 5D? How are they feeling in the 5D? Feminines for the masculines in the 5D. Okay. We got in the 5D, we got the Hermit card and we got the Knight of Wands. And what they're telling me is that the Divine Feminine wants to take action in the 5D and is helping the masculine take action because the masculine is in this hermit mode. So the feminine is actually the light that is guiding the masculine and helping the masculine take action in the 5th dimension. They're the ones who, they have this passion for the masculines, and that passion and that love and compassion is helping the masculine step forward into this energy, into their Emperor energy, into their action energy, and the Divine Feminine is being that light that is guiding them. The masculine might be in a bit of hermit mode now, but the feminine is their lighthouse, All right, you guys, let's get some of my favorites. We're going to have to end this soon. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get message from, what does the Divine Masculine want the Divine Feminine to know? Let's do that. What does the Divine Masculine want the Feminine to know? Divine Masculine, what do you want the Divine Feminine to know? Divine Masculine, what do you want the Divine Feminine to know? Okay, we'll take them both. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. What they're saying is just pay attention to the signs of love that are coming forward. It's not red flags so much. It's not like it's not, let's give me one more about that. Yep, thank you. It's not red flags in the sense of like deception or anything like that. It's saying Spirit is guiding the Divine Masculine to come forward and to give this relationship a chance. The Divine Masculine wants to work on this relationship, work on this partnership. So they're saying pay attention to the signs, pay attention to the little expressions of love that are coming, because it's going to lead the way to bigger expressions of love. Also, that the Divine Masculine is currently healing. They are healing family issues. This could be with children. This could be with family members, parents. If there is a karmic situation, it could be with that. If there's, if there's like a marriage situation involved, like a split family, it could be that. But they are currently healing family issues is what Spirit is saying. So that's what they want you to know, that they are doing the healing and they're trying to give this relationship a chance. So pay attention to the signs and continue to have faith. Divine Feminines, calling in your soulmate. This is a soulmate connection. Keep having faith. Keep visualizing. Keep dreaming about this. Keep manifesting this. This, it's not soulmate, although you have the free will to call in an actual soulmate in place of your divine counterpart, if that's what you wish. But this is actually twin flame energy is what they're giving me. Divine counterpart energy, however that looks, however that resonates with you guys. But what they're actually saying is, you're manifesting this because you've done the healing work, because you've closed out this cycle, because you're stepping into your power and your self-love. As you step more into your power, you're calling him towards you, because remember, you are a lighthouse. You're the light. What else do you want the Divine Masculine to know? What else do you want? We're going to end with this. What else do you want the Divine Masculine to know? We're going to end with a union card, I think. What feminine, what else do you want the Divine Masculine to know? True love. Divine Masculine, you are their true love. You are their true love. these two cards fell on the floor and they want me to take them. We got separation and we got wedding. And this is for the union energies. They're telling me, they're saying that whatever is happening here, for myself, it's separation. For others, it might be no communication. For others, it might be just like triggers and blocks and things like that happening, just like fighting all the time. Whatever is happening here with regards to the shakeup, however that relates to your situation, it's moving into a higher level of commitment. It's shifting the focus. This is healing. Whatever this is, separation gets a bad rap. Separation, because it is so painful, because you don't want to be apart from your divine counterpart, or not in communication, that is painful. It is heartbreaking, but it is healing. It is a way that the souls take time apart so that you can heal, so that you can see things more clearly, so that you can heal on your own, though you're never apart, so that you can come together more fully, in more harmony, in more balance. And that's what's going to happen, because a wedding, what they're telling me, is union. So this, whatever's happening here, is guiding the way for this union, however that looks in the physical, if it's engagement, if it's commitment, if it's an actual wedding. But what they actually mean by union is more harmony and more balance. All right, we're going to end with one Divine Lover's Oracle card. We're going to end just with one, I believe, as a final message for this reading from this Lover's Oracle deck. Final message from this reading. What guidance, spirits, you have for this collective. Only time will tell, which we got before. And secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. It is this Four of Pentacles energy here. They have feelings for you, divine feminines especially. They have feelings for you, and divine timing. It is happening. This only time will tell. It has a feeling of will it or won't it happen when you read the words, but the energy here is divine timing. It is happening. It's being orchestrated, and it's a coming together. Clarify that, please. Clarify these two messages. What a message. What do you have for this collective? Okay. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Again, they're pointing me to this. You are the lighthouse. You are the light. Both of you, you are the light for each other. So let go of the past, let go of resentment, and follow the love, the light of love is what they're saying. Playfulness, laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. You can heal together. You can heal, even though you're apart, you can heal together. Go into the higher realms. They're saying envision the happier moments, envision the happier times. Get back into that energy of playful, that lightness. Get back into that energy of love. And I just pulled one more. Sacred union, honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. We're going to end with that. This is a sacred union. Have faith in this. Trust in this. Believe in this. Honor this as well. Beautiful, beautiful. This is a trying energy. A lot of stuff happening here. I'm like sweating bullets right now because the energy is just so forceful. It's a tough energy, because there's a lot of healing work happening, a lot of energy moving through this group, through this collective, but ultimately it's just love. It is just love, and all the challenges and everything else will melt away as you continue to heal, as you continue to let go and express yourself. So beautiful job, you guys. You are all doing your healing work. You're all stepping into your power, both of you, masculines and feminines. You should be so proud of yourselves. Hold compassion for each other. Hold the love for each other. Express that. Communicate that if you can, if you need to. Even if you're in separation, you can do it on the physical. You can talk to them on the physical. I know, I swear, I talk to my divine counterpart in the physical. I heal that way by like getting out everything I need to get out, expressing my love and expressing my, how pissed off I am. I have regular conversations with my divine counterpart, and I can sense his smirk. He's smirking right now because he's like, yeah, I know, I get it. I hear you. So just focus on the love. Just focus on the love, and that is what's going to continue to heal. All right, you guys, we'll be back with more Pick a Pal soon. We'll be back with another Divine Partnership reading as the energy calls, if not next week. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, and share your story if you like in the comments below. Let me know how this resonates with you, and we'll be back soon. Thank you so much for being here. Sending you much love and much light.